Jacobs is, like you said, Jacobs is a man for trying to make chicken salad, chicken and innards this season. But dude, like, wake up. And we got the same bullshit from him after the game. Oh, it's on me. I've got to have this team more prepared. You've been saying that for 7 years. 7 years. And then you do the, oh, we're self-scout and blah, blah, blah. Have you ever admitted the problem might be you, Matt? Like, when the players have changed, the quarterback has changed, the running back has changed, the offensive line for the most part has changed, the receivers have changed, the defensive coaching staff has changed, a lot of your offensive staff has changed. It's you. You are the constant. And this same thing against the same kind of undermanned opponent happens again and again and again in your tenure. At some point, look in the mirror and make wholesale changes. And the cherry on top of the sundae is him planting his flag, whether he wants to admit it or not, in McManus Island. Because, God damn it, we've been saying it for 3 weeks that at some point it's going to bite them. And thank God it bit them in the ass in November and not in the playoffs. Because holy hell, if McManus had... That's the thing. He was shit last week in Pittsburgh, and everyone gave so many excuses for why you can't trust Havrasek. Well, I haven't trusted McManus this whole season. He has not split the uprights on back-to-back kicks all season. He has been wayward left and right all season, every other kick. And the big problem I have is that even before he hurt himself, he was pulling kicks to the left. What does that... I'm not an expert on kicking at all, but to me, what it looks like is he's a right-footed kicker. It's like a right-handed batter. You start to lean and you try to pull everything down the left field line to yank the ball out. He knows that his leg strength is going. He saw the 61-yarder that Havrasek smoked with ease, and he's like, uh-oh. Like, I don't think the kid is as good as me, but I got to show that I still have some juice in the leg. And when you start ganking kicks in the same direction, what that tells me is he's trying to sell out for power that ain't there anymore. And I don't understand why he's doing it on sub-50-yard kicks. That's 2 44, 43-yard kicks the last 2 weeks that he has ganked out the left side of the upright. And what's doubly worse is not only did LaFleur look at last week and say, nah, it's okay, another week. He went and same thing happened this week. But what really, really, really pisses me off about this week is you made the bad decision last week. You made the bad decision again this week. And then you let your bad decision-making and McManus' shitty kicking affect your decision-making later in the game. When you don't have, like, 2/3 of your receiving options, and you're like, but we're still going to go for it on 4th and 8 because I don't know if he can make a 35-yard field goal. LaFleur, you made this bed, you dressed this bed, you better lay down in this goddamn bed and fucking go night-night in it, because everyone was screaming that this was a problem. And you sat... Okay, there's so many... Like, there's still a couple more things, but you saw what McManus did last week, and you didn't keep Havrasek up again this week. That is... I won't go so far as to say it's a fireable offense. It should be a fireable offense on McManus, who both you and I were never comfortable with. The worst thing that happened is that he came in and he kicked 2 game-winning kicks back-to-back weeks. That was the worst thing that could have happened, is then everyone overlooked the fact that he's Mason Crosby with an off-field incident. To go look at their career numbers, they're basically the same kicker, and this dude kicked at altitude for almost all of his NFL career. That mattered. So... Like, and then people were getting on me last week when they're like, "Oh, you're just riding high on the fact that Havrasek kicked the 61-yarder." No, what I'm riding high on is I saw this kid kick 7 kicks, and they were all dead center mass down the middle of the field goal post. I don't care where he kicked them from. McManus, like I said, he shook them. He almost missed the game-tying PAT.